Here's the $1 million question. Yeah, what video on that I was wondering if the guy went live and did his break, but then he got cut off. Remember I was telling you about the guy that he went live. No, the other one's the other one. Alright. I was just making sure. Just didn't want to have any issues once I got everything going. That's fantastic.
Yeah, you better not. Better not. Anyway, I got a few minutes and then I got to do roll call and stuff. So. Well, no, I mean, it's more of a, everybody knows who they bought. I just want to make sure, like, I just do it wrong. Yeah, I'm sure I'm not going to do anybody that buys in a break. I've never just not watched a break unless it's a 14-hour, 10 case break that I have no, you know what I mean? You're not going to really get anything out of it. So. See you later. All the guys that are in here, we'll get started here in just a few. I'm going to let everybody kind of trickle in, and then we'll get going. You guys hear me all right? Awesome. Awesome. Thanks. Sad day to be a Cubs fan today. I'm not sure we have even one batter that's even close to 300 right now. Traded away our whole team. Well, it's my first time breaking. I'm not sure what the protocol is really for. Looks like there's about 6 or 7 of us that are in there out of 20. So if you guys don't mind, I may wait just a few more minutes to let everybody kind of trickle in since it is right at 9 o'clock. Isaac, who you got? Everybody's YouTube name is a little different than the name on eBay, so how about do a roll call once everybody gets in here? But I have watched a couple of the Leaf Valiant breaks, and I guess they decided to top load those, so that's good. I got some of that coming in. The Trinity, I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve and top load them after the break because I literally every time I watch a break and I see guys tossing cards in a soft sleeve and a top loader real quick, kind of makes me cringe a little bit. I'd rather be careful with them. That's how I usually, if I'm buying and selling cards, I like to make sure that the cards are at least in the best condition possible outside of whatever comes out of the box. But I always hate getting a card and then end up having a ding corner whenever it gets here. So make sure that doesn't happen. What's going on, Alex? Who you got? Because I got Alexander's, got the Yankees. I think that's it. So it looks like you do have the Yankees. Oh, you got the Cardinals. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Yeah, I got Alexander. It's got the Yankees, and Alex got the Cardinals. I've watched a few of these, and I really haven't seen very many like of the top tier guys pulled. So like I haven't really seen. I mean, I've seen a couple, but nothing like too crazy. I know someone pulled Christian Hernandez. That's like I'm a diehard Cubs fan, so a guy that I break with, Mark Hawkins, he does all his breaks with all the baseball teams except for the Tampa Bay Rays. So I figured, well, why not? It gives everybody a chance to get all the teams that they root for, and I can do the same. Yeah, Jordan Walker, I like that kid. I actually had a few of his cards for a little while. I was kind of just breaking just to break, like buying into him and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully I get something for you. I think I've got a list of a player list with all the teams and stuff, and I'm pretty sure that he has all of them. The patch. Oh, sir. Yeah, you got the Braves and the Mariners, Rick. It's a couple good teams. They got a lot of good players. What's crazy is my first break, and every single team sold, and every single team paid. So I really appreciate that. So I'm going to do something extra for you guys, but I wanted to get everybody in here first before I told you. So because I bought these from Blowout, but then I'd also bought a couple from Midwest. So I'm gonna throw in those. Well, throw in those with these. So 2 extra Trinity, and then these 2. So we'll do those after we do these. That way everybody gets a chance to get something, hopefully. Yeah, I haven't seen Acuna at all. So is Pache up? I didn't know if he was playing. Like a lot of the guys got called up, and then they started the season went down. Now the Cubs, they pretty much had to call up every single person they had. Yeah, I figured I'd do that. You know what I mean? You guys, everybody. The only problem I had was when I did the listings, I did a bulk listing. Oh yeah, man, no problem, man. Uh, I did the listings as like a bulk listing, and it was supposed to be with like a minute and a half to 2 minutes between each listing, and that didn't happen. And once one bid went in, I couldn't change it at all. So basically, every single auction ended at the same time. So I had a few people that I've been in breaks with that had messaged me. One guy was like, I was wanting to bid on them, but they all ended at the same time. And I couldn't believe that happened until about an hour before they ended. I figured that the time would break up as it got closer, but it didn't. So no telling. Yeah, Greg. I've told my wife that because I was breaking all the time, just chasing Christian Hernandez as much as I possibly I could. And then what happened is that I just, you know, I mean, it was one of those things where I had so many of his Onyx, Nimbus, Leaf Metal, I was like, man, I was really hoping he'd have a patch in this stuff, but he doesn't. I think it's just clear autos and whatnot. But it'll probably be 2 or 3 years before he's in any kind of tops products, which is kind of what I wanted to start doing. Some of these, like some of the lower end products, but actually Trinity brings back quite a bit of value. I was trying to buy some more, and now everybody's selling it for like $300 a box. It's insane. Cards have just went through the roof. All right, I've talked a lot, so it looks like there's 10 of the 20. So I think that, I mean, a lot of times I watch breaks in the morning when I got up to go to work. So some people may have to go to work on Saturday. I don't know. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get started because I did list it at 10 Eastern. So that way you guys aren't waiting and taking up most of your night. So bear with me on my camera too, because of the fact that I kind of threw this together. So but I am getting another camera, so and trying to do this and make sure I'm on camera too without having any kind of issues. All right. All right. First up, looks like 23. And let me know if you guys can see that or not, because the clear auto with the camera looks like Jordan Westberg, 23 out of 40. I think you can see that pretty good. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I just, anything that can help right now. Like I said, I'm going to top load these right after the break because of the fact I don't want anything to happen to him. So I think I'm going to just do that for now. Next up, it looks like a pretty sweet patch because Trinity is known for that, for Tanner Burns. And that was my issue. I was doing some tests, and I basically was trying to make sure that you could see it and see the patches. So it's a pretty sweet patch. Looks like Tanner Burns going to the Indians, and Jordan Westberg is going to the Orioles. Next up, looks like Armando Cruz going to the Nationals, 3 out of 10. Pretty sweet card. Like it. Next up, Drew Romo. And I'm pretty sure Drew Romo's a Rocky. And yeah, Drew Romo. I'm not really messing with all the crazy trades today because that was insane with Pete Crow going to the Cubs and all the other different trades. So we're just going to leave it at that. So, all right, next up is Kobe Mayo, and he is going to the Orioles, 16 out of 30. Hopefully you can see that too. And last card, Heston Kjerstad. And that is 3 out of 10. That's a pretty sweet card. Yep. All right. Next up. And I will get a better setup other than my kitchen table, but for now, it's going to have to do. And since it is my first break, so. I really like to see Jason Dominguez. Oh, you did? Oh, so you got Cruz. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's always good, man. I be honest with you, man. Like I had collected cards a little bit and was buying a few, blaster boxes and stuff when you could actually do that. And yeah, the background is something that my wife said she would probably get comments about. She collects magnets and she's got vintage magnets, stuff that's worth quite a bit of money actually. And then it became like a thing. So every year we go somewhere, we try to find something new, something different. So I got a few Cubs magnets up there, and then all of her St. Louis Cardinal stuff's on the fridge. So yeah, she's a Cardinal fan, which is, oh my gosh. See, with Valiant, they actually have everything top loaded, so you don't have to worry about all this. Trying to snag them out of the cases and whatnot. So. I mean, I hate that they do this, but it is what it is. All right, first up, looks like Eric Pena, clear auto, 2/5. I don't know if maybe the thing in the back that shows the card that helps at all. Probably not. Anyway, you can see that it is a clear auto of Eric Pena, 2/5. Eric Pena is Royal. Nice card. Next up, patch auto. It's a pretty sweet patch, but I like the ones that are completely covered. I like just the real thick patches. But Asa Lacy, and Asa Lacy is a Kansas City Royal as well. That is interesting. And next up, it's Cub, Brennan Davis. I actually really like this kid. I was hoping that they would caught. Oh, you know what? A lot of those actually, some of those actually are Disney pins that were made into magnets. Because now it's like Disney's nonstop with the pins, and they still sell some magnets, but a lot of them are going to strictly pins. So. All right, next up, 5/75, Carmen Ledzinski, and he is a Pittsburgh Pirate. I really like these patches, man. I just wish they had some kind of like a license deal where they could actually have their uniform instead of just a white blank uniform. Next up is 1/1 printing plate of, looks like, y'all, there's a little piece of the foam, a little insert thing. You pretty much tell who that is, and that is Cespedes. And I thought there was two of them in here. I guess it's the yellow plate 1/1 Yoquay Cespedes. It's so freaky. I don't know if any of you guys have done videos or not, but my wife's a text teacher and she got it all set up for me. My screen is backwards. You guys can see them the way I see them, but on the screen on the laptop, they are backwards. So I was freaking out, thinking I wasn't going to be able to do it. Anyway, next up, 23/25, Carlos Colmenares, and I'm pretty sure he is a Ray. Yeah, Tampa Bay Ray. I thought that's what he was because Mark collects nonstop Rays, so that's about it for him. I think from Wander Franco, and there's a few others, but not too many, I don't think, as far as the Rays go. But anyway, next up. You guys know anything about Cespedes? He kind of just came out of nowhere. Everybody was buying his cards and this and that, but I looked up one thing on him and it didn't really show too much on him other than like his batting average wasn't great, but a lot of AAA guys, none of them are really that great. So, all right. All right, first up, box number 3. New York Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. At least I'm pretty sure that's New York Mets. So every once in a while, you'll have a patch in here that is not exactly what it's supposed to be. So anyway, Ronnie Mauricio, New York Mets. Next up, stick it together. Okay. All right, 17 out of 50. Tanner Burns. And Tanner Burns is going to the Cleveland Indians. After that, we got 12 out of 30, Richard Gallardo. He's Cub. I really like that pitcher too. It's going to be a few years before the Hernandez is only 17. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be as careful as possible, like not get anywhere near the cards, obviously, but. And next up, 7 out of 10, Drew Romo button patch to the Rockies. Like I said, I did buy 2 boxes from uh, Midwest Cards as well, so that might be why you might see a double on one of those. So I just set the 2 extra boxes. I was going to do them anyway, so I guess it really doesn't make a difference. But anyway, 7 of 10, Drew Romo button auto. I really like those 2. And then you've got clear auto, 22 out of 30, Clayton Beater. And then last up, pretty sweet patch. And that is 16 out of 50 for Austin Martin. And he is Blue Jays. I love those patches. Pretty sweet. All right. We'll go to box number 4. Oh, yeah, there's the thumb thing. You're right. Holy crap. I almost did that too. I'm bad about that, even at work. I'm going to try for you, Rick. I really hope so. I was hoping to see like an Acuna. I also got these other 4 too. I don't know when you got in here or not, or who's still in here, but I'm going to be doing these 2 after these 2. So just because you guys did everything great for me, like there was no stress. Like I thought I was going to, I mean, you hear people talk about nightmares, and I try to do a break, and I did it. There was a break I did with a guy. It was a 2 case of Absolute Baseball, not this year, but last year. And he did the break, and he couldn't upload his video because you have to have 24 hours. My wife found that out because I thought you had to have basically like 1,000 subscribers or something, or 100 subscribers to get to actually go live on YouTube. But that's not actually a thing. So, well, Rick, you asked, and you will receive. It's not numbered, but it is one sick patch, and it's not Pache and it's not Acuna, but and then again, I mean, Bryce Ball went to the Cubs, but like I said, it's all the players are staying where they're at because that's just too much. Anyway, that is a nasty patch for Bryce Ball. Not really sure why they traded him, but I guess we'll take him. Next up, another pretty sweet patch. 48 out of 50 for Justin Lang, and he is a Padre. There's quite a few patches in this box. Let's see. 17 out of 25, and I'm pretty sure he's Dodgers, Diego Cartaya. Then you got Christian Roa. Christian Roa is the Cincinnati Reds. And then you've got 35 out of 50. And that is Cole Henry. And Cole Henry is, let's see, he is a Washington National. You sure Austin Martin went to the Twins? Austin Martin was, I think he was a first round pick for the Blue Jays last year. Now, I mean, if they traded him, that's insane. But either way, like I said, Bryce Ball got traded to the Cubs, and Pete Armstrong from the Mets got traded to the Cubs, and there was so many that were moving around. I mean, I may update it later depending on I pretty much. Oh wow. Oh no, I checked. Yeah, I checked the checklist for sure. Yeah, for sure. Everything on the checklist is what I went by. That's why I put the in the listing. I went ahead and put that in the listing to so that people weren't like big Bryce Ball fan or whatever, and then like Pete Crow just got traded. But either way, everybody, I'll double check, triple check everything before they go out. 20 of 25, Marco Luciano, and I'm pretty sure that he is the San Francisco Giants. I don't think anybody's going to beat the Dodgers. I mean, you go out and get Max Scherzer and Trey Turner. That is insane. All right, box number 5 before we get to the bonus boxes. I'm going to try to do, oh, yeah, the Jose Barrios thing. That's I forgot about that. They got rid of Austin Martin. That's kind of weird. Usually they don't get rid of like first round draft pick right away. I mean, they usually try to give away like the Yankees did for Rizzo, a bunch of, they say they're top 10 prospects, but it'd be different if it was top 10 in all of baseball, but top 10 in their farm system. I mean, the Cubs have Ethan Hearn and Ryan Jensen and guys like that in their top 10, but they're not, I mean, Ryan Jensen was great in college towards the end of the season, but, or end of his career in college and whatnot, but I mean, he's one of those project guys. So it's like, in my mind, like those are just guys that could be a bust, could be anything. You just never know. I mean, Austin Martin could be great, so we'll see. This is a pain in the rear because Trinity or Leaf doing this, like, that's just killer. All right. First up, we got 9 of 50. Jonathan Stever. And Jonathan Stever is going to the White Sox. Next up, 24 out of 30. Jared Schuster. Jared Schuster is the Atlanta Braves. And like I said, I'll double check the checklist. Oh, yeah, Dodgers gave up. I'm pretty sure. Didn't they give up Keibert Ruiz? It's kind of crazy. Somebody was asking for Jordan Walker. It's right there. 26 out of 75. 3-color patch stitching. It's pretty sweet. But Jordan Walker autograph, awesome. I'm just glad that like you get like when you buy that break. I just it's crazy. Like I paid a lot of money in breaks, well enough to where my wife's like it's enough's enough. But once you get into breaks, it's just man like a 10 case break. Hunter Brown next up, he's going to the Astros. But like you get into like a 10 case break and then you don't hit anything, and then you get your shipping back, and that's it. It's awesome. Oh, you paid a Trout break. Yeah, there's one guy is Jimmy Soto. I've probably been in some of the breaks with you guys with Mark Hawkins. I think I saw Mike Mueller. I'm pretty sure that you've been in Mark's breaks before. But yeah, it's just some guys just go after strictly like Angels and certain players. Trout's a good one to go after, but he's just man, so expensive. Next up, Ryan Zephyr-John. I think I said that right. Zephyr-John. It's numbered 5 of 5. Yeah, Jose Gray's actually had a couple starts. He might actually be a pretty good pitcher once he gets some big league time. But we'll see. All right, next up, 24 out of 40. Carlos Colmenares. And that's the Tampa Bay Rays. Box number 6. I've got to get a better camera, something that I can have. Oh yeah, Corey. I braked with Corey. Shoot, I started breaking with Corey. Was like, I think he was my first break, and it was 2019 Elite Extra Edition, and then I was hooked, and that was it. And then Mark was like, "Well, if you want, you can keep." I was like, "Oh yeah, I can keep." And then you keep a bunch of players, and then at the end of the week, you're like, "Holy crap!" And that was when I was collecting Andrew Vaughn and Bobby Witt Jr. and all those guys. Like it got crazy, like super crazy. But I'm sure it did for you too. I really like some of the breakers out there. Like it's just second to none. All right. See here. First up, 18 out of 50. Geraldo Perdomo. And it looks like he's going to the Diamondbacks. Next up, 13 out of 20. Mike Baumann. And Mike Baumann looks like the Orioles. Oh, dude. You and me both. Like Elite Extra Edition had so much because I started with Elite because I was chasing after Braylon Marquez because I really think if he can get away from the injuries, like he's just a flamethrower for the Cubs. But then it branched off into Andrew Vaughn and then Bobby Witt and I mean you name it. Gavin Lux. Like I was buying Gavin Lux almost every single break, but you just never know with players. Next up, 25 out of 75, Nick Garcia. And Nick Garcia is going to Pittsburgh Pirates. After that, we got Dax Fulton. Dax Fulton is the Marlins. I'm really hoping these boxes pick up because I just had a couple good cards, but nothing that I was really expecting. That's why I wanted to do some bonuses just in case. But next up, 8 of 25, and that's Nick Lofton. And Nick Lofton is Kansas City Royals. They've had a pretty good break. I do know he plays for the Pirates. And that's Nick Gonzalez. I like that patch. It's pretty sweet. Really sweet, actually. I don't know much about him. I just know that he plays for the Pirates. So, all right. So we'll get into these. Maybe we'll stick with the Trinity and then knock out those other two. And I am going to get a better system than this. This is driving me insane. All right. Start up with this. Got Nick Bitsko. Looks like there's a bunch of patches in this one too, so hopefully some good ones. Nick Bitsko. Nick Bitsko is going to the Tampa Bay Rays. And he got 17 of 50, Corey Abbott. And he's a Cub. I thought he was going to be something really good, but he's not at all. Next up, we got Bryce Jarvis. Bryce Jarvis is going to the Diamondbacks. All right. And then we got 26 out of 75, Everson Pereira. And I think he's a Yankee. Not 100% sure. Yeah, it looks like the Yankees. At least I got the Yankees on the board. Mueller, who you got? Because I got a few mics. So I got one with the Phillies, one with the Padres, one with the Mets. And I've got Armando Cruz. Armando Cruz is the Nationals. And then I got 47 out of 75, Ed Howard. I know he went to the Cubs drafted him, but I don't know much about him either because I wasn't expecting them to take him at that spot. So yeah, not one Mariner. Honestly, I really like sometimes whenever I've opened or I've watched breaks and stuff, I can't believe some of the stuff. Like you'll get like Pirates and Nationals and random stuff. Like it's just, but there's still hope. Maybe I'll get you like a graded Julio Rodriguez or something. That would be awesome. Because I do know there it says 4 autographs and then the one graded. So I can do something better with this and these freaking little cases. There's a bunch of patches in this one too. All right. First up, Ronzi Contreras. Not sure I've even heard of this guy. And he's a Yankee. And then I've got 40 out of 75, Bobby Miller. He is a Dodger. And then I've got 14 out of 50, Justin Foscue. And he is a Ranger. It's a pretty sweet patch too. They always look better in person. And then I've got 15 out of 25. And that's Misael Urbina. Probably butchered that name. And he is Minnesota Twins. But not Misael Urbina. And then I've got 13 out of 30, Hector Yan. And Hector Yan is going to the Angels. And I got a pretty sweet patch for Spencer Torkelson. And he is a Detroit Tiger. That's actually a really sweet patch. Looks better in person, the lighting. No matter what I do, I've watched many of these breaks, and the lighting, no matter if you turn them down, turn them up, it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. In person, this thing is freaking beautiful. Yeah. Awesome. At least I got Detroit on the board. All right. Let's break open these. I've been dying to anyway. Like I said, I'm trying to get my hands on more of the Trinity. But I mean, like, it's insane. And I mean, and they sell it, and people are paying $300 a box. Like me personally, like some of the boxes, there's just no way. Like there's not enough value. Like the value's not there. Like Valiant, as it wasn't too bad, but I'm curious to see what happens once it gets. I'm pretty sure it got released yesterday, and see what that goes. So, like what the difference in price from like pre-order to after pre-order. So, good thing is these things are all top loaded. So, first up, autograph number 1. It is Jarren Duran. These are going to be a little more shinier. So, yeah, I honestly, man, Julio Rodriguez, I was really hoping for one as well. Like, for the life of me, in breaking, like I've went probably 10 in a row without hitting guys and then went on a rush. So, this one is 2 out of 75 for Jarren Duran. I'm pretty sure he's Red Sox. So, Next up, you got rising stock, Eric Pardinho. Eric Pardinho is, let's see, let's see him. I'm losing my mind. Anyway, I'll check back on him because he's actually not on the checklist. He's on some team, but I don't know what team. 68 out of 75. And next up, we've got Sammy Infante. Sammy Infante is 3 out of 75. But here is a Ronald Acuna. And I know it's not Julio Rodriguez, but at least it's Ronald Acuna. And that is 71 out of 75. Ronald Acuna. It's weird that they put some of these guys in there, but that's probably for value and stuff. The graded card is going to be Nick Garcia. Don't know where he plays either. It looks like, let's see, Nick Garcia is a Pittsburgh Pirate. And that is 2 out of 10. Sorry about the glare, guys. All right. It's got a 10 autograph, 9.5. Nick Garcia. Yeah, man, I'm glad I at least got you something because, whenever I'm in breaks and I do that, and they always say, "Man, I really wish I could hit you something," and I know they do because every time I open a box, I'm like, "Please be something good." Sorry, I'm going slow too because I was nervous and I didn't want anything to happen to the cards whatsoever, and that's why I was like, I don't want to even try to do. Oh yeah, probably help if I cut the seal. Like, why is this thing not opening? But that's another reason why I wanted to do the extras too. So, all right. First up, Drew Romo. Drew Romo is the Colorado Rockies. Next up, Chris McMahon. You can see him. And he is 47 out of 50. I forgot the Drew Romo is 25 out of 99. I forget that they're on the back. And then after that, we've got the talent, Garrett Crochet or Garrett Crochet. I've heard it called both of them, but that is going to be 2 out of 50, and it's really hard to see. I don't know. Maybe you can get it there. 2 out of 50 for Garrett Crochet. Next up is a redemption. I'm pretty sure Wander Franco is the only one that has a redemption, but I could be wrong. But he's going to the Rays. So the Rays are on the board. There are a couple of them. And crap. No good graded cards. And I mean, I don't think I've pulled maybe one graded Cubs card. And every time it's a graded card, it seems like it's a terrible card. And it's Roberto Ramos. Why is he still in this product? I have no idea. 3 out of 99, Roberto Ramos. 9.5, yeah. Flashback from 19, even though we're in 2021. Well, guys, I really wish I would have hit something for everybody, but I'm pretty sure that someone at least hit something, except for maybe the Twins and maybe I think the Oakland A's and the Phillies. There's a couple teams, but I will. I'll get your shipping refunded if you didn't hit anything, and then everything else I'm gonna try to get, for the most part, everything sleeved and top loaded for sure tonight, and then after that I'll try to either get them out first thing tomorrow if I can. If not, they'll go out first thing Monday, but no later than Monday. I like to If you check out my feedback, I like to get everything shipped out ASAP, even though this is a lot more than normally just 1 or 2 cards, but shouldn't be too bad. Thanks for sticking with me, man. And check me out. I'm gonna try to get the Valiant set up on eBay either tomorrow or Sunday, and try to do it the same for next week. So like Friday or Saturday one. So just keep an eye out. Subscribe to the channel, and I guess you could save me as a seller. So I think one or two guys that buy some cards from me do that. So yeah, man, no problem. I really hope that I at least hit something for somebody. I know I hit that Kerstad 3 of 10, the Torkelson, some others, Jordan Walker, the Acuna. That Bryce Ball patch was pretty sweet. Nick Gonzalez patch was pretty sweet. If I didn't hit something for you, like I said, I'll get your shipping back. And you guys have a good night, man. Thanks for checking in. See you guys.